Stupid atheists sometimes use Russell's Teapot in an argument. The stupid teapot, flying spaghetti monster, invisible pink unicorn, tooth fairies, and leprechauns, they're fallacious and circular and stupid. Stupid fundy. Alright, let's hear it. What's your beef with Russell's Teapot? You're presenting stupid and totally ridiculous examples of totally implausible situations, which indirect evidence clearly shows are implausible. And they're nowhere near as airtight as my claim about Holy God and his totally infallible book and the living, breathing, historically verifiable, one and only true religion that is Christianity. Right. A global flood is completely and totally historical and verifiable. Except the opposite of that is true. Rock layers, ice core samples show proof that no global flood happened in the past 4,000 to 6,000 years or any time in the last hundreds of thousands of years. Consider what would have happened if stupid Bertrand Russell had replaced the teapot with a rock with two craters. Rocks with craters clearly exist in space. A rock with two craters might not exist all the time, but it's pretty possible. Your Bible says that the earth was created in 6 days, and God supposedly created plants before the sun, moon, and stars. Have you ever read a science book? The earth is billions of years old and formed from the accretion disk of the sun, stupid fundy. Do you know how to science at all? Scientists spend their entire lives studying this stuff and finding mountains and mountains of evidence, and you still sit there with a straight face and tell me all about global frickin' floods, and then you get mad at us for a frickin' space-floating teapot. If Bertrand Russell had substituted a rock with two craters for a stupid teapot, your argument might actually have some merit. Instead, he chose of all things a teapot, something inherently we know isn't in space. At least we can prove that a teapot exists, and we know that space exists. All Russell's Teapot shows is that situations that we know are improbable are unbelievable. Even a stupid atheist like yourself could figure that out. The moment you replace implausible things with plausible things, your argument becomes totally ineffective. Your arguments about stupid, invisible, pink, flying spaghetti monster teapots doesn't tell us much about Holy God, unless we already have indirect evidence for the non-existence of Holy God, which you don't have. When you invoke arbitrary items like teapots or bowls of spaghetti and meatballs, you can pretty much invoke any arbitrary object. If we believed in the probability of space-floating teapots, then why not a space-floating coffee cup? It could be anything. We have equally good reasons to believe that any random thing we could possibly think of is floating around in space, when we know those things are not floating around in space. So like if I said a spatula or a glove or pliers or a camera, exactly. Spatulas and cameras don't just float in space. That's stupid. Okay, Fundy, let's flip your script on the teapot thing. So, your stupid prophet, Kirk Cameron, when he was trying to say that evolution was false, showed us a picture of a crocoduck. Obviously, he never bothered to read anything about evolution, or he would know that evolution doesn't result in crocoducks. So, how about this one? Kirk Cameron, instead of a crocoduck, which is clearly stupid, why didn't he say, a mammal that lays eggs that has webbed feet and sweats milk with poisonous barbs on its feet and a duckbill? Because clearly, evolution would never have made something as crazy as that. Oh, wait, that's called a platypus. Platypi? Platypodes? We know that platypuses exist, and an evolution scientist could tell you exactly what evolutionary adaptations took place to make the platypus the way it is. Stupid Fundy! Rocks in space are easy to prove. You're right, it proves nothing. When your Bible presents clearly stupid things like 6-day creations and global floods and the sun stopping in the sky, those things sound way stupider than teapots floating in space. The Bible is not historically verifiable. It's scientifically and historically verifiable that those things couldn't and didn't happen. Stupid Fundy! Jeez, calm down, atheist guy. Maybe you shouldn't read the comments anymore. You're banned. You gotta watch your blood pressure there, buddy. Don't stroke out or get an aneurysm or anything. I mean, remember, you ain't got no afterlife. Well, at least I can solve one of their arguments.
New Horizons spacecraft getting ready for the Jupiter gravity assist. The package is delivered. The package is delivered. On to Pluto.